to the Black and Yellow Podcast, where we discuss all things Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be a fairly simple episode today. I'm just going to go through my Pittsburgh Steelers season predictions. And start off week 1 against the Jets. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers roll in, and I think they beat the Jets. Rodgers gets revenge on his old team. Steelers get revenge on Justin Fields, and I think they roll into week 2 1-0. In week 2 versus the Seahawks, the DK Metcalf redemption game. This is a home opener. If it was in Seattle, I probably would have chosen Seattle, but it's in Pittsburgh, so we're going with the Steelers 2-0 to start the season. Week 3 in New England in September. I won't be able to watch that one. I have a golf tournament with my hockey team. So I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say that they lose this one for a couple reasons. One, I'm not going to be good to watch it. And 2, I think the Patriots are going to be kind of a sneaky team this year. I think they're going to end up finishing second in their division. I think they're going to get to maybe 7-10, 9-8, right around there. So I think they do beat the Steelers to put the Steelers to 2-1. In week 4 against the Vikings, if this wasn't in Ireland, then I would probably say that the Vikings win, but it's in Ireland, and we know that there are a lot of Steelers fans in Ireland, so the Steelers are moving to 4-1 with a win over the Vikings. Week 5 is the bye, so we'll skip to week 6 versus the Cleveland Browns. The Steelers, I think they win this one. I think because it's a home game and it's against the Browns are going to suck this year. I think they beat them. In week 7 versus the Cincinnati Bengals. This one's in Cincinnati. So I think I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals here. That will put the Steelers' record at 4-2. No, sorry. Yeah, 4-2. So I think since it is a primetime game, the Steelers are really good at primetime games, but I think that they lose to the Bengals here. In week 8, another primetime game. This one's in Pittsburgh. This is versus the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers is going to go 2-for-2 in his redemption games this season. The Steelers win to improve to 5-2. In week 9 versus the Colts. This one's in Pittsburgh, but it's versus the Colts. I think that this is going to end up being a Steelers victory, and they go to 6-2, only because it's in Pittsburgh. Week 10, Steelers-Chargers primetime. I think they beat the Chargers. They get redemption over Najee Harris. And I can't remember, someone else went there, but we're going to skip over that. They get redemption over Najee Harris and another Steeler that went there. And they beat them on Sunday night primetime. The following Sunday, the Steelers, Bengals. This time the Steelers get the win and improve to, it would be 8 wins. They move up to 8 wins, 8-2. And they beat the Bengals at home. Week 12 versus the Bears. I think they beat the Bears to move to 9-2. Aaron Rodgers always beats the Bears, so I don't see why that would change now. Week 13 against Buffalo. This one's in Pittsburgh. Now, this is a tricky one. They're already at 9 wins. They're 9-2. They have the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens again. I think because it's the Bills, I think they're going to lose this game. I think they're going to lose this game. They're going to go 9-3. But everything's still going to be all right because we're at 9 wins. Week 14 versus the Ravens. I think they're going to lose this game again. It's in Baltimore. They haven't won in Baltimore when their starters have been playing in a really long time. I think they lose this one. They go to 9-4. But then they bounce back Monday Night Football and beat the Miami Dolphins. Now they're at 10. 10-4 going into week 16. This one is in Detroit. It's versus the Lions. I think Detroit's going to win this one. Our defense is good, but I think we're going to be a little banged up, and our offense is not nearly as good as theirs. So I think that they are going to lose that game to go to 10-5. 2 more games left. This one's versus the Browns. This one is in Browns territory. So I'm actually going to have them losing this game to the Browns to go to 10-6. But then going into week 18, this one's in Pittsburgh against the Ravens. I think they're going to get a win to go to 11-6. They haven't gotten 11 wins since Big Ben, and I think they're going to do it this year with the win over the Ravens. I also do think that the Ravens are probably going to be resting their starters. But if we get up to 11 wins, who knows? Maybe they won't be. I still think regardless, I think we will win. Alright, that is it for today's episode. A little bit shorter, but still. I said in my previous video that you'll get a preview at some point next week, and then any other news that comes out. But I do have to go, so I'm gonna let you guys go now. Adios, amigos. Peace.